The sky is the limit for Tommy Matthews, former wingman, after what he did, and I, for one, cannot wait to see what he does next. Look, I don't want to get too carried away with a hot take here about how he's a transcendent talent, but let's face it, this kid is a transcendent talent. I'm just being honest. I've done this for a very long time, and I've never seen this level of athlete before. Every season there are new, fresh faces that stand out in big ways. The best of them garner the generational talent label. We've seen it in the past from guys like Lamar Jackson, Julio Jones, Saquon Barkley, and Pat Mahomes. Well, I've got news for you, fellas. Move over and make way for the quintessential generational talent of all time.
I couldn't put into words just how excited I was for my first ever NFL Honor Awards. Rookie of the Year is something you only get one shot at, and to be even mentioned amongst my contemporaries was an honor. The rest of that evening was a blur, but I held on to the trophy, felt the weight of it in my hands, and knew no matter what else happened in my career, I'd always have it to mark the special moment.
Tonight, it's the National Football League. Super Bowl 55.
Well, it's been 12 of the longest months ever since Super Bowl 54 took place downstate in Miami, and the world has certainly changed an awful lot in that time. But tonight, for a few hours, we bring the focus back to the greatest spectacle the sporting world has to offer. Super Bowl 55 from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, and what a matchup we have in store. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Denver Broncos taking on the NFC champions, the New Orleans Saints. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand, and Charles, the Broncos, quite the route to get to this Super Bowl. They were winners of Super Bowl 50 in Santa Clara, didn't make the playoffs the next 4 years, going a combined 27 and 37, but now here they are back in the big one.
And this is one of those franchises that sometimes we forget the success that they've had over the years. This is their 9th appearance in the big game, and only the Patriots have been there more times. They have won it 3 times, twice under John Elway as a player in the 90s, and then he won Super Bowl 50 as an executive. Not a bad run for Mr. Elway.
And meanwhile, for the New Orleans Saints, this is a team that's been one of the elites in the NFL the last few years, with a legacy of success in the regular season. But then you think about the last 3 postseasons. You had the Minneapolis Miracle with Stephon Diggs go against him, and then we all remember the pass interference no call against the Rams, and followed that last season with a home loss to Minnesota. But this time, Charles, they finally made it.
And that litany of losses that you just recited, that just buckled me, but it didn't buckle this team. You just mentioned 3 years in a row, crushing losses, disappointment, and some of it wasn't their own fault. But they moved past it, and they've gotten here again. Other teams, they might have fallen apart. Not this one. They got here, and now they got a chance to raise the...
And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy with the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
The Saints take over 1st and 10.
Now we see quarterback Drew Brees and his New Orleans offense set to go on attack here for the first time. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Alvin Kamara, the ball.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good. That middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well. And he's got it.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Brees leaves this one with Kamara. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 2nd down, Kamara. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
On the handoff.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
And he finds Cook.
That's good.
And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
I learned from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this has started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter.
Handoff to Alvin Kamara. Brought down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
The end of the 1st quarter with the score, Broncos 7, Saints nothing.
Second and 5. Kamara. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Kamara again the ball carrier.
So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here.
3rd and 3.
Shotgun now for Brees. And brought in by the tight end Cook.
Jared Cook.
And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
First down.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
Kamara.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Now a toss. Kamara left side. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now Brees on 3rd down. And he's into the clear. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20.
Prime time, baby.
10. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. What a moment for him. A pick six in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick sixes over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that would pretty much seal the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick six, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison of the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended? That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall them all, and what a play here. Another pick six in the Super Bowl. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 24. And he'll start with a give to Kamara. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
22-yard line.
Brees on the draw, gives to Kamara. And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. From the gun, it's Brees. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator...
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Melvin Gordon taking it in. And the Broncos push further out in front. Well, he had the big run to get down there, so you got to let him finish it off, don't you?
I think so, but what I liked even more, the fact that he wanted to finish it off. How many times have we seen a guy break off a big run, and we see that universal sign where he's tapping his helmet to get me out of the game? No! Stay out on the field and enjoy the benefits of the success you created.
And he hits pay dirt because of it. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Drew Brees getting ready to go again on offense. He and his team, they have had a rough go of it here in this first half. Maybe time for him to put his foot down here in the 2nd quarter.
Put his foot down and become a little more accurate throwing the football. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. He's trying to find a way to equal things out. And instead of it going to the opponents, get it to his own receivers and find the end zone.
Yeah, you mentioned those 2 picks. No touchdown passes yet either. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Brees finding Kamara. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Brees to throw on 3rd and 1. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
That's good for us.
Now Brees again. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Brees. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Michael Thomas, 31 yards. And the Saints get a bit closer. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked about one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Sheldon Rankins busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jared Cook, as the first half is winding down, and the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of the Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. You know, what a story this could be for this young signal caller. High draft pick, got the weight of the franchise on his shoulders, and now here he is, first rookie quarterback ever to start a Super Bowl, trying to become, of course, by extension, the first rookie quarterback ever to win a Super Bowl.
It is amazing, especially in recent years with as many rookies as we've had who started at quarterback, that we're just now getting the first one to get to a Super Bowl and try and win it. Phenomenal season, phenomenal accomplishment. He's broken down a lot of barriers. You get the sense that this is his first, not even close to being his last.
And he already has some hardware to his credit. Remember last night, he took home Offensive Rookie of the Year honors at the NFL Awards Gala.
What a great way to go into the Super Bowl knowing that you have that award in your pocket.
So we've reached halftime here. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half.
Brendan McManus to kick off.
Both teams ready after the halftime spectacle. And we are back underway in Super Bowl 55. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Open man is Michael Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
6-yard pickup.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Bradley Chubb, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
That just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work, while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there, because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 more on that one and another 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
9-yard line.
Eluding the pressure right. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken?
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. David Onyemata busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively, because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Davis from the gun, he'll throw. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. He was looking to go back to Sutton there, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
3rd and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. Flushed out right. And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
Brandon McManus lining up.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. On the return, Deontay Harris. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Deontay Harris on the return. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Here's Breeze. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
10 at the 41-yard line.
Breeze now on 1st down. And we'll get this one underneath to Kamara. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On 1st down, Breeze. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Von Miller, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Throwing now is Breeze. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Breeze going to throw. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 35. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Breeze now to throw. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
At the 35-yard line.
Again, it's Breeze. Smith catches left side.
Breeze.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. Breeze to throw again. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11. A 2-score game, obviously. Every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 11 yards there, just like last play. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 12.
Shotgun now for Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara.
Breeze pass.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. To throw again on 2nd down. Breeze. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. That's caught. It's Sanders for the Saints touchdown.
Touchdown.
4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Saints are back within a score.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. That one looks like he'll throw here. Steps away to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
There's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left. Contacted him as he's trying to throw the football. And that led to the incompletion.
Here's Davis, throwing again. Buying time to his left. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Davis. And that's caught inside the 35. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Davis now. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. I'm surprised with the lead in a one-score game this late. They're even putting the ball in the air in that situation.
Almost makes me feel like the head coach might be second-guessing himself by not clicking on and saying, all we're doing is running it here. But give credit to the guys on defense. They made a play that they absolutely had to have to give themselves a chance to be in this game.
And brought in by the tight end Cook. That one a first down pickup of 8. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now Breeze. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good pickup there at 22. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Breeze to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Cook. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. One final try here for Breeze. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. And the Lombardi Trophy goes west. And it goes to the Denver Broncos, your Super Bowl champs. For the victors, getting to
They threw everything at you that year, and yet you handled it like a pro. But your journey was just getting started. Take us through your next milestone.
A lot of league history is about rivalries between teams and players, and my career was no different.
Often what we see is that a division opponent who you play 2 times a year becomes a marquee rival. Which team was that for you?
There was already a very long and storied history between the two franchises, and then things escalated, simply because of modern technology. The first thing that came up during media availability that week was the back and forth on social media. It seemed as if I had entered into the league's most talked about rivalry overnight. I don't want to make this a bigger deal than it already was. At the end of the day, the only thing that mattered was my team coming out with a win on Sunday.
Today, from Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports.
2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to Week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. KJ Hamler returning it. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Hamler on the return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Davis. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterback's got to get rid of it. They don't have the time.
And the Chiefs are going to get him.
The quarterback is sacked.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. Well, Charles, this always contentious division rivalry, I'd say even a little spicier than we're used to. The well-documented war of words on social media between two of the top players on these teams, that has really added a layer of intrigue.
Well, we've never turned down a little extra zest to a game, have we? But you're absolutely right. The social media beef between these two stars, in a lot of ways, ridiculous, maybe even a little bit childish as most people would look at it. But it's also made this game one of the most talked about regular season matchups that you and I can remember. So I don't know that we're complaining. I know we also can't wait to see how it plays out on the field. And that's the thing to remember here. The one with the bragging rights will not be who gets the most likes or dislikes or whatever you want to put on social media, because I'm not as versed on it as I should be. But it really comes down to who wins the game today.
Davis now from the gun on 3rd down. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Flush to his right. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Dorian O'Daniel, 3rd-round pick in 2018, made the tackle.
Brings up 2nd.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move them.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
7 yards.
Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 13-yard line.
1st down.
So as this offense gets settled in, you know, a game like this, how important do you think it will be for both of these teams to maintain their composure?
Well, I think that the good news is that this is a physical, emotional game. And look, if they can find a way to harness that intense energy, it could end up being beneficial for both teams. But what both of them have to realize, and especially this quarterback, the objective is still just to win the game. It's not to outshine the other guy.
And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. It's their quarterback. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Number 26.
In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
Yeah, what do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snootful, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
City Chiefs.
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively. After giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Mahomes firing complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there and a 1st down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
At the 40-yard line.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brought down by 1.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 39-yard line.
Off the draw, here's Williams. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Mix the score, Broncos 7, Chiefs 3.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Now Davis on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Davis escaping the pressure right. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st. Davis throwing on 1st down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Davis. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 33. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Denver.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll get nothing out of that one. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
right at the
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
A pass.